How's it going, guys? And welcome back to BL3's Forgotten. This is where I take a look at underused and not often talked about pieces of gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered within the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. And today we are taking a look at the Tri-Bolt. If you like to farm the Tri-Bolt for yourself, you're going to want to fast travel over to the Slaughter Shaft on Pandora, exiting back out and into Conrad's Hold. As upon resetting, you'll be able to spawn right back at this map entrance, which is directly in front of Manvark's spawn point. After getting through each of his phases, he can drop you the Tri-Bolt. The Tri-Bolt is a legendary Torgue assault rifle able to roll in any of the elements and firing a 3-round burst of sticky gyrojets that will explode shortly after impact. The Tri-Bolt has received 2 buffs, initially gaining a 25% weapon damage increase, which was later followed up by another 100% weapon damage increase. Now immediately, I just want to say that this is a very cool looking gun, and I definitely do really like the simple skin on it, and I just think those triple barrels look really fucking cool. Along with that, being a burst fire assault rifle is slightly nicer on the fingers than the usual semi-auto of Torgue ARs. And that is as positive as this video is going to get, because literally every single other fucking thing about this gun is absolute trash. You've got slow-moving projectiles, really bad accuracy, and somehow, after going through a 25% and a later 100% weapon damage increase, the damage still is pretty fucking bad. It isn't awful, but again, it's really not great either. It is able to kill well enough even in True Guardian Takedown and well enough to be used, but it wasn't really fast at killing, and that terrible accuracy with slow projectiles makes it incredibly unfun to use. I was thinking that Zane's Mana Focus could potentially solve the accuracy issue, but for once, it didn't. The recoil on the burst was still very heavy, along with the trajectory of the projectiles just generally still seeming to be inconsistent. And I don't even really know why. I could be dead on with fully stacked Mana Focus, and the first shot would still sometimes miss a stationary enemy. It seems like there's just a base level of inaccuracy that this gun has that cannot be solved. But of course, this issue is even worse on mobile enemies because of the slow movement of those projectiles. Both those aspects making for a very aggravating weapon to use. Now, Amara is able to fix the projectile speed issue a bit with heavy rain, but then you're still suffering from everything else. That low accuracy, the met damage, and the burst fire aspect of it, which, as I said earlier, is better on the fingers than semi-auto, but I still don't think it's very good because most burst guns should be able to kill in like at least 2 to 3 bursts. And the Tri-Bolt can with some squishy enemies, but you need to land all those projectiles, which, as I've just spent the last minute yapping about, that is much easier said than done. Now, even on Athenas, where the Tri-Bolt could actually finally one-burst some enemies, every other issue still made it incredibly unfun to use. And even with that one burst potential, you still needed to land all of your projectiles and probably at least 1 crit, which do I need to say that the accuracy and recoil is dog shit on this thing again? I feel like we should all get the picture by this point. Overall though here, I will reiterate one more time, slow projectiles, shit accuracy, high recoil, and somehow still shit damage even after those buffs. The Tri-Bolt sure does try, but at no point it succeeds in anything other than being one of the most annoying assault rifles ever, and honestly probably my least favorite by far. It just has so many issues with it, and while many of them are solvable in various ways, again, heavy rain can fix the projectile speed, Mana Focus can fix the accuracy, and Moze can make it deal really good damage, but even if you solve like 2 or 3 of those problems, the Tri-Bolt still just has way too many to ever make it feel good to use. This gun just needs actual changes, and it needs more than just the damage buffs that it got. Probably needing to have some of these other downsides toned down a bit, but in its current state, I hate this thing. That's gonna about do it for this one though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that. I will be live right after this video goes up, right here on YouTube and also over my Twitch channel, where there will be a link to down in the description below, and just under that is a link to my Discord server where you can come and join and hang out. But with that all being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one.